Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today we're on day 4 of our 5 days of paper Christmas. So really simple, easy one for you today. I am making placemats for my Christmas table. I'm going to laminate them to make sure they are wipe clean, but I didn't think there would be much point in showing you how I laminate them, because obviously if you've got a laminating machine you know how to use it. If you don't have a laminating machine, then the most simple thing in the world is just to do them in paper and discard them after each meal. So what I've done is I've used the sepia Christmas paper that was the freebie in the Facebook group at the beginning of the week, because I'm wanting my table to match. So obviously I've got the placemats matching the little table gift boxes that we did on Monday. So as you can see, I'm obviously trimming off the white edges because we don't want them, to give me some extra thickness and a little bit of protection for my table. Even though I have a tablecloth, I have stuck this sheet down on a piece of that 200-gram white card, so it's a little bit stronger. And as you can see from the one that I've already finished here, I've very simply applied a napkin and a little red bow to decorate up my paper. And obviously I'll trim the whites off of these. Also that will give me a little bit more space in my laminating pouch to put them through. And then, you know, I can wipe them clean all over Christmas. Now obviously I'm just going to do the one with you today, so it's going to be a nice quick easy video. You don't really need to see the process many times. You all know how it works. So I've got a bit of tissue because I'm going to need to dry off my paintbrush. So let's get my big, actually no, let's get this white one out, like so. I'm sorry if I'm not as easy to hear as usual today. I've got hubby in bed poorly, so I'm trying to keep noise level down so that he can rest and repair. It's nothing too major. Please don't be concerned. He's just got a touch of flu, and he suffers badly with migraines, so when he gets things like flu, it really goes to his head. He can't deal with daylight or noise. So right now what I'm doing to keep my set organised is I'm going to do just the 2 napkins. So I'm going to do the robins on the left hand side with the bow on the right, and then I'm going to do the Christmas tree on the right hand side with the bow on the left, just to make, you know, a bit of a set. Looks a little bit more uniformed and deliberate. So let's get this, and I'm using gel matte medium. Now the reason I'm using gel matte medium is because you don't need, make sure that's straight, you don't need to glue underneath, and it does tend to not wet your paper, underneath paper, as much as PVA does. Now if you don't have gel matte medium, it's absolutely fine, use PVA. This one I did do with PVA, and you can see it's crinkled the edge of the page a little bit because obviously PVA is very wet. and sometimes it can give you a little bit of a glossy finish. Always start in the middle of your napkin and pull outwards. It does help with the bubbles. And the creases. And then the very last one of our little mini series of this paper Christmas is obviously tomorrow, which is Friday, and I'm going to be using a similar idea for my place settings, and again I will be using the robin and the Christmas tree to keep it all, you know, a little bit more uniform, a little bit more like a set. Yeah. Now obviously at the moment that looks a little bit wet and crinkled, but that is going to dry beautifully. Okay. And we can add a little bit of colour to it as well. And then here I've got these lovely bright red bows. So I'm just going to fussy cut one of these out. And add this embellishment to my page as well. And then we will be ready to laminate. As I say, if you haven't got a laminator, it's not a problem. You don't need it for the project. It just means that obviously with all those Christmas spillages, you will have to make many more of these so that you've got them for each meal, or maybe you just want to make, you know, special ones for Christmas Day. That's absolutely fine as well. But if you do laminate them, then obviously they are in a plastic coating, and that does mean that you will be able to wipe them clean. Okay, so, oops, we've got a white line there. We don't want that, do we? We want a nice red bow. So I hope you're all finding time for Christmas crafts, or standard crafts, don't have to be for Christmas. I've been doing some non-Christmas ones as well in the background. I just think sometimes it is a form of therapy to be crafting. There is so much stress around in the world, and especially at this time of year, that to be able to sit down and do something colourful and the like is just awesome, isn't it, really? I think it calms you down, gives you a fresh perspective on things, and just puts you back on an even keel. I'm going to pop that one about there. Yeah, and that's that one. So I'm going to pop that over there because that needs to dry a little bit, and I'm going to get this one back. I'm going to trim off my edges on this one, and then I'm going to do some ink around the edges and also some ink. Oh, that's not quite enough, Claire. Also some ink over that napkin just to highlight a little bit of age on it before I put them into the laminator. And I just think it's awesome to be able to sit down at a Christmas table that you know all the accompanying pieces have been put together by you. How awesome is that? Makes you feel really good. So, well, it makes me feel good anyway. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ink around my edges, just sort of finish it off and age it up a little bit. Don't have to, obviously, or you might choose to use a red edge to pick up the bow. I haven't put these bows in the Facebook group yet, but I will, those of you that want to use them. I'll try and remember to do that when I turn the video off. So, here we go. Very simple, very quick, very easy, but obviously it will keep everything matching. And then I'm just going to take my dry and just rub over a little bit of my robin, just to bring him up a little bit more. So there you go. They are my 2 tablecloths, my mats for my table. When this one's dry, I'll ink the edge and then I'll push them both through the laminator. As always, thanks for joining me. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.